Archangel Michael says, this is not a joke. In the next 24 hours, someone you never expect will call you to say that you are. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, the next 24 hours hold a turning that refuses to wait, and your name is already written inside it. A voice you do not expect will reach you, and the message riding on that voice will unhook something that has been locked for far too long. You are being moved into position, and everything inside you knows it, even if your mind is still catching up. This message is not a joke and not a trick, because the timing has roots deeper than your calendar. The call is already in motion, crossing towers, circuits, and invisible roads that bend toward your number. You will feel it in your chest before you hear the ring, like a key sliding into a door you forgot existed. Your life has been gathering magnets around a single moment, and this is that moment. You have walked through rooms that smelled of hesitation and doubt, but the air is different now. The next voice that surprises you will carry a sentence that begins with "you are," and the rest of it will shift how you stand in the world. Hold steady inside this hour and prepare like you already belong to the news arriving. Preparation is not panic but poise, and poise is a decision. Decide now that you will meet your moment without shrinking. Set your space so it respects what is coming toward you. Clear the small clutter from your table and your mind, because the smallest stones can trip the biggest steps. Keep a pen where your hand can find it without searching. Charge your phone and silence the sounds that do not matter. The sound that matters will not be noisy. It will be exact. When it comes, you will know, because exactness carries a calm you cannot fake. You have survived voices that reduced you and eyes that misread you. You walked away without the applause you deserved, but you did not drop your truth. Now your truth is returning with company, and the company is alignment. Maybe the call brings a job that fits your name like it was stitched for you. Maybe it brings an apology that cleans your mirror and lets you see your face again. Maybe it brings a key to a locked room in your story, and inside that room sits an opportunity that waited with patience and teeth. You do not need to chase this call. You need to receive it. Receiving is an art that feels like stillness and acts like strength. Write down what matters most so your voice does not tremble when the moment asks for your clarity. Write 3 lines you want to remember about who you are, because the words you carry anchor the words you hear. Keep those lines visible and keep your breath low and steady. The person who calls may wear a name you never placed near kindness. The surprise is by design, because the universe loves to route change through unexpected doors. Your job is not to argue with the door but to step through it. Your story has included wrong turns that were forced onto you by people who mistook your light for a target. You kept walking, and the road learned your rhythm. Now the road is returning the favor with a messenger you did not predict. There is a sentence waiting to be spoken to you. It begins with "you are," and it does not end in smallness. It folds your past and your future into a bridge you can finally cross without wobbling. You are not fragile and you are not late. You are right on time for this exact hour, and the hour is right on time for you. Even silence is helping, because silence creates room for the ring to be heard. Breathe in through the nose and hold for a count that feels like a soft anchor. Breathe out through the mouth and feel the ground meet your weight without protest. Repeat until your body remembers that steadiness is your native country. Archangel Michael says, the path in front of you is clearing in real ways and not just in your imagination. The friction you felt last week was the last of an old program uninstalling itself. You are writing again on a cleaner page now, and the ink finally sticks. There was a day when you took responsibility for pain you did not cause. The day is over, and its shadow is thinning out like mist in the noon. The call arriving belongs to the new day and not the old pain. Keep your words direct when you answer, because directness turns on respect. Speak in short sentences that carry long truth. Do not apologize for your clarity, because clarity is kindness to both sides. You may hear a tone that sounds official, and it is. You may hear a pause before the verdict, and the pause is ceremonial. The words that follow will unveil a door with your initials pressed into the handle. One possible road brings news of selection, and that road has been whispering your name under doors you could not see. Another road brings news of release, and that road cuts the rope that has been burning your hands. A third road brings news of protection, and that road stands between you and a plan that never deserved to touch you. This is not superstition, this is sequence. Every seed you buried under patience has been counting the days without demanding your attention. The count just hit its number. Place a glass of water near where you will sit, because water carries steadying. Place a small paper beneath it with your first name written as if you mean it. Names respond to attention like flowers respond to sunlight. You are not waiting from powerlessness. You are waiting like a bowstring that knows the arrow is already notched. Readiness hums in the quiet like electricity behind a wall. If the call arrives while you are in motion, find a place where your feet can be still. Lean your back against something that holds. Sturdy backs create sturdy voices. There may be an invitation to step forward publicly, and your private self will wonder if it is allowed. It is allowed because you did the work when no one was watching. Your reputation is about to meet your reality in front of witnesses. You have learned to carry disappointment without letting it write your worth. That practice was not wasted and is not being asked again. This hour asks only for acceptance and stride. You are allowed to feel the shake in your legs and still answer with strength. Courage is movement through the shake rather than the absence of it. The shake will settle as you speak. Do not overshare when the call lands in your palm. Protect the core facts that matter until signatures harden and doors swing open. You can celebrate out loud once the ground locks. If the caller brings documents, read at a pace that respects your eyes. Your eyes have earned the right to slow down the world for a few minutes. Nothing good evaporates because you took time to understand it. A certain room in your heart has been closed for protection. The lock is turning now, and it is you who turns it. You know how to keep yourself safe and open at the same time. Archangel Michael says, the next chapter opens without dragging a chain. The page is thick, and your fingertips will feel the difference. The ink is dark, and your name looks powerful on it. You will be told that you are approved, selected, cleared, invited, uprated, restored, needed, or crowned. Some words sound ceremonial because they are ceremonial. The ceremony is not an illusion. It is a marker that the season changed. Answer the call even if the number looks unfamiliar. Unfamiliar does not mean unsafe when I stand at your shoulder. You are covered in a peace that does not break under pressure. If a memory tries to interrupt with old shame, tell it to wait outside. Shame has lost its authority to speak first in your house. You are curating the voices that enter your ears like a careful host curates a guest list. Gather the names of 3 people you trust and keep them near for later. Good news multiplies safely in circles that understand stewardship. Your circle knows how to hold blessings without dropping them. You will recognize the tone of alignment in the first 10 seconds. Alignment sounds like a door already taken off its hinges. Nothing inside you has to squeeze to fit through. When you speak your answer, do it in the language of yes that knows its own value. Your yes will not sound desperate. It will sound decided. Decided people are easy to work with, and the world loves ease. There hath been a slow erosion of doubt under your feet for weeks. The ground is finally level, and your shoes can feel it. Walking on level ground is not a luxury for you. It is the new normal. Tonight, rest your eyes on a single point on the wall and let your breath meet it. Imagine the point moving closer every time you exhale. You are reducing the distance between you and what wants to reach you. You will wake with a steady spine and a light in your chest that does not feel random. The light is a messenger too, and it travels faster than your thoughts. Trust the light to lead before the ring arrives. If the call comes in the busiest minute of your day, let the noise blur behind you. A clear decision can carve out quiet where none seems possible. It follows authority like a shadow follows light. You have given the world your patience, and the world is returning the courtesy. The return will not match on the surface what you gave in the dark, and that is fine. A tree does not look like a seed and still contains it. Write 3 outcomes you can welcome without shock. Write them plainly and let your mouth taste the words. Welcome trains the soul to hold without spilling. If the news names you as the chosen voice for a room, step into it like you belong. Belonging lives in your bones before it appears in your schedule. Your bones already know the rhythms of that room. If the news declares you free from an accusation that never deserved your name, let relief land without guilt. Relief does not mean weakness, it means the end of pointless strain. You can celebrate the end of strain with a slow breath and a lifted chin. If the news asks you to prepare a travel bag, pack for clarity, not for fear. Pack the clothes that make your decisions easier. Pack the papers that prove who you are without drama. Archangel Michael says, a simple yes will do more work than a complicated speech. Simplicity is powerful because it does not wobble. Your yes will move the hinges of a door that has been waiting on your voice. Do not explain your journey to people who laugh at maps. Their laughter is not your compass and never was. Keep your eyes on the horizon that invited you. There is a softness arriving with a strength, and you deserve both. Softness is not weakness for you. It is recovery. Strength without recovery becomes brittle, and you are done with brittleness. You will notice small signs cheering you toward the ring. A message delivered at the exact minute you looked up confirms your timing. A face you have not seen in months glances back with warmth and breaks an old frost. Do not let urgency confuse you into carelessness. Urgency can sit beside care and not spill it. Your pace is quick and your steps are measured. You are not being asked to prove your worth again. The call arrives because your worth is already a settled fact. Settled facts are sturdy floors. Keep your boundaries while you receive the expansion. Expansion without boundaries turns into chaos, and chaos burns rather than warms. Your boundaries are lines of light that protect the shape of your favor. When the voice says the words, listen for the tone beneath them. The tone carries the contract that the paper will later confirm. Your inner ear hears contracts before your outer eye signs them. A lifetime of being misunderstood trained you to speak with precision. Precision is a gift in rooms where decisions are made. You bring value because your words are clean and your motives are clean. If you need to ask for a detail to be repeated, do it calmly. Calm repetition is not weakness, it is professionalism. Professionals make fewer mistakes because they slow the world down by a breath. You will not lose what belongs to you by being careful. Carefulness is friction. It helps the truth grip the surface of your life. It keeps new gifts from sliding out of your hands. Your heart hath been rehearsing gratitude in private like a musician warming up behind the curtain. The curtain is rising now and the melody is ready. Gratitude poured at the right time waters everything around you. Expect a document stamped with a seal that respects your name. Expect a confirmation that arrives twice to ensure you do not miss it. Expect your posture to rise a few centimeters without effort. You have learned to celebrate in a way that does not threaten people who are still waiting. Carry that grace into the next room. Grace is a signal that says safe to approach, and people return what they receive. Let sleep find you without wrestling it to the ground. Your body knows how to heal while you rest. Your future knows how to walk toward you while you dream. If the call arrives at dawn, meet it with a voice that still remembers night and still chooses morning. Morning is a choice even when the sun is automatic. You are choosing morning, and that choice changes everything. Your household will feel the shift even before you speak it out loud. Air moves differently around a promise that has finally found its address. Your address is written in light on the envelope of this hour. The person who calls may have once stood on the wrong side of your story. The universe delights in turning adversaries into allies when a lesson is complete. You can hold a new alliance without erasing your boundaries. Do not rehearse old hurts while new help is walking up your steps. Old hurts have their place in the archive and not in the living room. Keep the living room ready for guests who bring honor. You will find yourself smiling without forcing it. The smile will not be a mask, it will be a mirror. The mirror will show you the version of yourself you kept believing in when no one else did. Your name is being handled with care in rooms your feet have not entered yet. The call is your invitation and your escort. You will step into those rooms with a measured stride and a steady gaze. Paperwork settles, logistics line up, and calendars rearrange themselves around truth. Truth is a king that moves pieces without shouting. When truth moves, obstacles fold like chairs at the end of an event. You are not alone in any corridor you must walk. Presence walks on both sides of you and slightly ahead. The air itself will feel different as you pass. The next 24 hours are a corridor with lights that turn on as you approach. You do not need to see the entire hallway to trust the next bulb. Each light knows its job and does it on cue. Your courage is a quiet animal that does not bark but does not back up. It will walk with you into this conversation, and it will not leave until the door closes behind the new reality. Quiet courage is the strongest kind because it does not waste energy on noise. If the call requests a meeting, confirm with grace and write it down. Place the note somewhere you cannot ignore. Respect for your own schedule teaches the world to respect it too. Trust the escort of peace that arrives without fanfare. Peace has a weight you can feel on your shoulders like a cloak hung just right. The cloak belongs to you now, and it announces your steadiness. Your older victories are clapping in the balcony of memory. They are not jealous of the new one. They are proud. Every wind taught your lungs how to hold more air, and now you can hold this too. The call will hang up, but the change will stay. Calls end because conversations need room to become action. The action you take next will be clean and simple. Send a short message to your inner circle when the moment is safe. Use words that protect the tender details and still honor the milestone. Let them celebrate you in ways that pour back into your strength. You can take a walk afterward and let the sky receive your overflow. Movement helps the body file the new information into the right drawers. Filed truths stay useful longer. Your mind will try to race ahead and plan 10 moves, but you can guide it gently. Guide it to the first move and do that well. Excellence in the first step creates pathways for excellence in the second. Eat something nourishing and drink water that supports your clarity. The body is part of the team and deserves respect. Teams perform well when every member is cared for. Your sleep tonight will feel earned, and the morning will feel like an honest welcome. The future is not breaking into your life like a thief. It is arriving like a guest you invited long ago and finally recognized at the door. Stand in your room and let your shoulders drop by will. There is a difference between holding tension and holding power. You are done with tension and committed to power. You know how to carry this with humility and backbone. Humility keeps your feet on the ground. Backbone keeps your head level with the horizon. When the day closes, write 3 sentences about what changed and sign your name beneath them. Give the pepper where you can see it for a weave. Evidence calms doubt and trains faith. Your heart will thank you for not surrendering in the quiet months. Those months were not empty, they were staging. Staging prepares the stage, and the stage is ready. Archangel Michael says, "Lift your eyes and meet this hour with open hands." A message that finds you will not miss you, and you will not miss it. The alignment is already real and your life is already rising to meet it. You are not auditioning anymore. You are stepping into a role that recognizes your weight. The room will adjust to your presence without you forcing it. Honor the helpers you meet along the way. Helpers make the road smoother and deserve your gratitude. Gratitude keeps the doors warm for the next time you return. There is a relief in your future that does not collapse into laziness. It creates energy rather than stealing it. This energy will fund the next set of right moves. You are capable of holding joy and responsibility at the same time. The old belief that you had to choose is over. Your hands are strong enough for both. Let your reflection become your ally again. Look at yourself the way someone who loves you would look. That look will teach your cells a new song. The clock will touch the appointed minute and the network will carry a miracle across wires and air. The miracle wears ordinary clothes but carries royal papers. You will recognize the signature on those papers by the calm that spreads in your chest. You have been faithful over the little and are being trusted with more. Trust is the currency of promotion, and you are solvent. Spend wisely and breathe freely. Close the day with a quiet thank you spoken into the room. The room will echo it back because rooms remember sincerity. Sincere rooms hold secrets well and release them at the right time. Walk forward with a softness that surprises even you. The hardness you wore was armor for a season, not your identity. The season shifted and so did your uniform. Welcome the new assignments that attach to your name. They are not punishment. They are proof. Proof arrives when the test is complete. Your footsteps will sound brighter on the floorboards of your life, and that sound will call new companions. The right people are listening for that brightness. They will find you without you losing yourself. Keep your center and let the edges breathe. A centered life can expand without tearing. You are ready for expansion and you are ready for ease. Hold this paragraph like a seal on your spirit. You are seen correctly, chosen accurately, protected completely, and move intentionally. Nothing essential about you is misfiled anymore. The hours ahead are not empty space but curated sequence. You will move through them with a dignity that invites favor to linger. Favor lingers where it feels respected and you know how to host it. This is your confirmation that the ring is not random. It is a bell struck by perfect timing, and it is already vibrating toward you. All you must do is be present and say yes to what you already know is yours. Carry this message with the posture of someone who recognizes their season. The recognition prevents waste and multiplies harvest. Multiplication is the natural language of this hour, and your life is fluent in it. Stand, breathe, answer, and receive. You are ready and the hour agrees. The rest of this year will feel different because of what happens now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, "Let your breath stay even as the hours move like a tide that knows when to turn." The tide is not guessing, and neither are you. Your body can feel the quiet math of what is about to arrive. You have planted resolve in hard soil, and now the ground answers without argument. When ground answers, footsteps carry farther with less effort. Your footsteps are carrying a promise toward its appointment. There is a corridor in your day where timing will click like a lock meet in its key. That click is the permission you have been waiting for without realizing it. Permission changes posture without needing anyone's applause. Keep your tools ready in simple reach. A notepad, a pen, a clear surface, a charged battery, and a steady chair are tools of dignity. Dignity speaks before your mouth opens and keeps speaking after the call ends. Your voice will travel cleanly when you answer. Clean voices come from people who know who they are. You know who you are because you kept working while no one was watching. The news coming toward you is built to hold weight. It will not crumble when you lean on it. Lean on it like a bridge that was inspected and passed every test. There will be a soft detail that proves the alignment is personal. A name used correctly, a date remembered accurately, a project referenced with care. Personal proof cancels doubt without argument. You have a right to feel proud of how you held yourself through this season. Pride, when anchored in integrity, becomes fuel rather than fog. You are fueled and not fogged. Prepare a folder for confirmations and keep it labeled with your name. Names deserve order because order respects destiny. Destiny prefers tidy rooms to scatter its packages. You have learned to hear the difference between noise and signal. Signal is quiet and exact. Noise is loud and vague, and you are done letting it waste you. The conversation will move at a measured pace that suits your clarity. Clarity never rushes and never drags. You arrives on time and leaves on time. If an offer is placed on the table, honor it with careful listening. Listening is a kind of signing with your attention. Your attention is a contract they can feel. There is a sentence you will say that will mark the moment like a signature. It will be short, it will be sure, and it will land. Landing words are remembered because they fit. You are not negotiating from fear anymore. Fear makes poor deals, and you are finished with poor deals. You negotiate from peace now, and peace always improves the terms. Archangel Michael says the room on the other end of this call is already prepared to receive your tone. They have cleared space too, even if they don't know why it felt necessary. Space makes placement easy, and you are being placed. Your preparation has been quiet but thorough. Thoroughness eliminates surprise costs. The bill for the past is paid, and nothing overdue is waiting to ambush you. There is a list of old doubts that once shouted like sirens. Those sirens sound distant now, like alarms in a city you moved away from. Distance proves growth without you needing to announce it. The day will unfold with small confirmations that keep your shoulders low and your chin level. A door that opens easily, a message that arrives just when you thought of it, a delay that protects you from a lesser path. Protection sometimes looks like detour, and you have learned to bless detours that guard your crown. People who once underestimated you will hear about this shift whether you tell them or not. News travels along the lines of impact, not gossip. Impact leaves footprints that even doubters can't erase. You are stepping into conversations where your name carries quiet gravity. Gravity is not volume, it is weight. You carry weight now, and rooms will adjust themselves accordingly. If the opportunity requires you to share your story, offer the core truths without the old pain. Old pain is no longer a credential you need to show. Your new credential is steadiness under light. When paper arrives for review, approach it like a craftsman approaches a blueprint. Craftsmen respect lines because lines prevent collapse. Your respect for the lines will keep everything upright. Here is a timeline being set that fits your life rather than fights it. Fitting timelines keep your health intact. Health is allowed to say while success takes its seat. Schedule your rest with the same seriousness as you schedule your meetings. Rest is not a luxury for you. It is infrastructure. Strong infrastructure carries expansion without cracking. Archangel Michael says, the people meant to walk this next stretch with you will recognize your pace. Your pace is calm and capable. Calm and capable is the most persuasive combination. The call may end with a promise of follow-up steps. Those steps will arrive in orderly sequence. Sequence prevents spillage, and nothing will be wasted. If travel is involved, the route will simplify as decisions harden. Simplification is a sign that purpose has the wheel. Purpose always takes the straightest road available. You have assignments that only open under this level of recognition. Recognition is the key that turns locks in certain corridors. Those locks are clicking now. Keep an index of your wins to steady you on days when noise tries to return. Wins are anchors that refuse to drift. Your ship stays moored to reality, not rumor. Make room in your calendar for the learning curve. Curves do not shame you, they shape you. Shaped people last longer at higher altitudes. There is a frequency to your voice that listeners will trust. Trust shortens journeys and lowers costs. Your frequency reduces friction wherever it travels. You will notice decisions coming easier in areas that once tangled you. Tangling ends when priorities are honest. Your priorities are honest and the knots come loose. Place one object on your desk that reminds you why you said yes. A photo, a word, a small stone from a day you survived. Meaningful objects help the soul keep its compass. You will not need to apologize for your progress. Progress is what happens when faith and work shake hands. Your handshake is firm, and the deal is done. If you are offered platforms, choose the ones that align with your values rather than only your visibility. Alignment sustains momentum without draining you. Drained lights flicker, and you are done flickering. You have room now to be generous without self-harm. Generosity with boundaries multiplies without burning out. The world around you will warm without watching you wilt. Hold your inner child with kindness as your adult self receives responsibility. Both parts of you are on this journey together. Kindness is the bridge between them, and you are maintaining it. You are allowed to enjoy the glow without explaining the process. Enjoyment is not arrogance in your hands. It is testimony that the weight is no longer crushing. When people ask how this happened, you can tell them it was honesty, consistency, and timing. Honesty cleans the lens, consistency keeps the camera steady, timing chooses the light. Your picture is clear because all three showed up. Do not shrink to make anyone comfortable. Kinking is not compassion, it is corrosion. You are done corroding. There is a community waiting for what you carry. Communities recognize the person who brings warmth and structure. You bring both, and they will respond. If old invitations try to pull you back into smaller rooms, answer with grace and a boundary. Boundaries are lit lines, not barbed wire. Lit lines guide both you and them to the right doors. You will develop new habits suited for this altitude. Daily reviews, clear agendas, tidy files, and honest clocks. Honest clocks protect your hours from theft. When pressure arrives, it will meet a person who refuses to panic. Panic used to rent a space in your chest and skip rent. The lease is cancelled and the space is taken by peace. Your conversations with yourself are softer now, and softness grows strength. You speak to you like a guardian rather than a critic. Guardians build and critics drain. You will notice that your discernment sharpens as you rest. Rest is the workshop where intuition refines its tools. Refined tools cut clean lines. Write agreements that anticipate the value you bring 6 months from now. Future value deserves present respect. Respecting future value prevents underpricing your soul. Archangel Michael says, "The room where contracts are signed smells of paper and decision. Decision has scent because it is alive. You will breathe that scent and know it by heart. There is a risk you will be invited to take, and it will not feel like recklessness. It will feel like a step that matches your stride. Matching steps erase limp. You will watch old labels fall off as new roles arrive. Labels never defined you. They only tried to. Roles are what you do with your days, and your days are now purposeful. Keep your mentors close and your motives cleaner. Clean motives simplify complex rooms. Simplified rooms produce consistent wins. You have permission to say no to things that drain. No is a bridge that delivers you to yes without detour. Your no is kind and firm, and it saves lives, starting with yours. There will be an evening where you sit quietly and realize you are no longer bracing. Bracing is a habit built in storms. Clear weather teaches relaxation, and you are learning fast. Allow celebration to be simple. A favorite meal, a walk at dusk, a song that understands you. Simple celebration is sustainable celebration. Your resources will stretch farther because you will spend them on aligned tasks. Alignment multiplies money, time, and energy. Misalignment eats all three and leaves crumbs. If critics speak, Let their words pass through an invisible sieve. Sieve keeps the useful dust and drops the grit. Your inner room remains clean because your sieve is strong. There is a new humility growing inside you that is not small. It is the humility of a builder who trusts the blueprint and respects the crew. Builders do not shout, they point and everything moves. Your mornings will begin with intention rather than reaction. Reaction burns fuel you now need for impact. Intention allocates fuel like a careful steward. Create a quiet ritual at the start of each day of this new season. 3 breaths, 2 sentences of focus, 1 commitment you can keep. Kept commitments stack into confidence. You are free to choose mentors whose lives bear the fruit you want. Fruit shows truth better than speeches. You read fruit well, and you will pick wisely. Your arrival of this call confirms that your name is safe in rooms without you. Safe names travel farther without chaperones. Your name has earned its passport. When new faces enter your circle, welcome character before charm. Character holds weight when the wind rises. Charm has no grip and flies away at the first gust. You will be surprised by how easily people say yes to you now. Ease is not manipulation. It is recognition. Recognized value moves doors on well-oiled hinges. Guard the mornings after big news, because adrenaline fades and clarity must remain. Drink water, move your body, write 2 sentences of gratitude. Then return to the work that keeps the promise alive. Archangel Michael says, your profile rises without your soul shrinking. Rising profiles can still carry deep roots. Your roots are watered and your branches are reaching. Practice ending meetings on time. Endings teach beginnings how to behave. Clean endings create room for clean starts. When you delegate, do it with instructions that honor the person and the task. Honor produces excellence without fear. Excellence without fear lasts. Your calendar will contain names and places that once felt distant. Distance collapses when readiness meets opportunity. You are ready and opportunity knows it. You will see how an older disappointment blocked a lesser path that would have trapped you. Protection sometimes wears the mask of rejection. The mask has been removed and you can see the kindness. The mirror will tell the truth more willingly now. Truth in the mirror makes dressing simple and decisions easier. You are wearing decisions that fit. Remember to pace your announcements. Early announcements invite noise to comment before foundations cure. Cured foundations carry skyscrapers. If an anxiety tremor visits, let it pass without building it a house. Visiting feelings do not deserve furniture. Your interior stays spacious and uncluttered. You are elevating how you handle money. Clarity in expenses, courage in pricing, kindness in giving. Money handled well becomes a river that waters many fields. The call will unlock projects waiting on your yes. Projects that bless others while blessing you. Mutual blessing is the new economy. Keep a separate page for quotes and phrases that strengthen your spine. Strong spines prevent slouch in difficult rooms. You stand tall without aggression. Let people help you where they are strong. Help is not a confession of weakness. It is an agreement with wisdom. Wisdom multiplies outcomes and shortens the paths. You will mentor someone whose story resembles your own. Mentorship is gratitude with legs. Your gratitude is moving, and will continue to move. Allow joy to be seen in your face. Hidden joy dries out. Shared joy hydrates rooms. Your boundaries will become quieter and firmer. Quiet firmness is felt more than it is argued. People will adjust without you repeating yourself. Write milestones on a single page and hang it where your eyes can land. Visible milestones shorten discouragement. Discouragement hates evidence, and you love evidence. You will feel ownership of your time deepen. Ownership changes how you respond to interruptions. You will respond with grace and guardrails. Archangel Michael says, say yes to help that makes you lighter, and no to weight that makes you smaller. Lightness does not mean emptiness. It means lift. Lift lets you go farther with less strain. Your decisions will align with your values even under pressure. Pressure reveals core, and your core is honest. Honest cores do not crack, they flex and return. You are past the point of proving your right to be in the room. Your presence proves itself. The work speaks and your name signs. Look ahead at the next 3 months and circle the weeks that require extra strength. Preparation placed in most weeks will pay triple. Tripled returns follow planned effort. If public words are requested, write them with care and read them aloud to hear their weight. Weighted words travel without wobble. Your words will arrive intact. Handle applause like wind. Let it pass through without moving your roots. Rooted people live long in high places. You plan to live long there. You will learn new systems and they will quickly feel natural. Natural systems free creativity. Creativity will do its best work when the system hums. Your evenings will quiet earlier so mornings can be clearer. Clear mornings lift entire weeks. Lifted weeks stack into lifted quarters and lifted years. When a mistake happens, you will correct it without drama and move on. Moving on is a discipline. You are disciplined and kind to yourself. You are building a legacy that reads like stability rather than spectacle. Stability outlasts the crowd. Your legacy will carry many without collapsing. There will be a day soon when you realize you no longer expect the other shoe to drop. Both shoes are on your feet and you are walking well. Walking well is the whole point. Your heart is learning to trust goodness without flinching. Flinch is a reflex from old rooms. New rooms reward relaxation, and you are relaxing. The door that opens for you will stay open long enough for you to carry others through. Carrying others does not mean carrying chaos. You will carry people who carry themselves. You have learned to disagree quietly without surrendering your stance. Quiet disagreement is still strong. Strength does not need volume to be felt. The person who calls may become a long-term ally. Alliances formed in turning points hold different glue. Turn seasons make permanent friendships. You are free to step into leadership that looks like service. Service is not small. It is strategic. Strategic service shapes culture. Your future team will be grateful you chose patience over shortcuts. Shortcuts steal muscle memory. You kept the muscle, and now the team gets the strength. Archangel Michael says, set your face like a compass and walk this path with a soft jaw and a steady eye. Soft jaws don't clench and steady eyes don't twitch. Everything about you communicates readiness. Evening after the call will taste different. Food will feel like fuel and not a substitute. Sleep will feel like embrace and not escape. You will start measuring your days by impact rather than exhaustion. Impact gives back energy. Exhaustion steals and leaves IOUs. Let your home reflect the calm you are building. Fewer piles, clearer surfaces, clear lines. Clear lines help clear minds. Spend time near trees or open sky whenever you can. Big things remind your nervous system of scale. Your problems shrink beside sky and trees. Write one letter to your future self about how today felt. Seal it and set a date to read it. Letters protect memory from distortion. You will smile easily at strangers without losing the wisdom of boundaries. Soft front, strong back, clear head. That is the posture of someone who walks in favor. Your presence will calm rooms that used to rattle you. Calm is leadership without title. You are leading whether the badge is visible or not. Hold the silence between conversations like a musician holds rests between notes. Rests make music musical. Your rests make your speech effective. Keep building, keep breathing, keep accepting what says your name correctly. Correct naming is nourishment to identity. You are nourished and growing. The call was never the finish line. It is a gate. Gates introduce paths. Paths introduce horizons. Your horizon just moved closer, and you can feel the geometry of it in your chest. Chest geometry is the way the body measures hope. Your measurements are accurate and expanding. This is the stretch where your quiet victories become visible ones. Visibility does not change their essence, it changes their reach. Reach more people, bless more rooms, stay more you. From here, adjust your pace, hydrate your focus, and keep your heart honest. Honest hearts hold power without bruising. Yours will leave fingerprints of healing wherever it touches. Archangel Michael says, breathe once more and step forward like the floor knows your name. The floor does know your name, and so do the doors. Everything that belongs to you is moving into place, one good click at a time. Archangel Michael says, the hinge of this day has already turned and you are walking through. The sound is quiet, but the effect is large. You can feel large changes land without loud announcements. Hold your center when old patterns try to pull you sideways. Sideways is not your direction anymore. Forward has your name and your pace. There is a map in your chest that updates in real time. It points you toward rooms that honor your work. It asks nothing from the rooms that don't. The voice that reaches you will carry both certainty and courtesy. Certainty will steady your feet, and courtesy will relax your shoulders. Both are signs of right placement. Keep your responses simple and strong. Simple speaks clearly across distance. Strong holds shape under pressure. You have trained for conversations that matter. Your training shows in how you breathe, listen, and answer. People can feel preparation even through a phone line. Write down agreements as they happen so memory and paper match. Matching prevents confusion later. Confusion is expensive, and you are done paying those fees. The invitation attached to this call will ask you to stand taller. Standing taller does not mean standing harder. It means your spine remembers how to be kind and firm at once. You will notice how your tone invites trust. Yersi horns processes. Shorter processes free time for what matters. If a date is set, guard it like an asset. Assets grow when handled with respect. Respect signals value to everyone involved. You are not here to beg for access to your own future. Access is granted because readiness met timing. That meeting was scheduled long ago and is right on time. Archangel Michael says, you will hear your own strength in the way you say yes. Yes from strength sounds clean and final. Clean and final moves mountains quietly. Let this shift end the habit of over-explaining yourself. Over-explaining wastes breath and lowers power. Power conserves language and multiplies effect. The hour that contains your call is already brighter than the others. Brightness is not a glare, it is a clarity. Clarity is what you carry into every room now. If papers need signatures, review them rested. Rested eyes read lines that tired eyes miss. The lines you read shape the lines of your life. Your calendar will begin to look like an honest mirror. An honest mirror shows pace and priority. You will keep it honest with firm decisions. The people who truly support you will celebrate without needing every detail. Celebration without intrusion is a good sign. Keep those people close and protected. If hesitation tries to sit at the table, offer it a chair outside. The table inside is reserved for courage, clarity, and grace. Courage brings action, clarity brings accuracy, grace brings ease. There was a younger version of you who feared moments like this. That version is now smiling from the gallery. The stage belongs to the you who stayed and grew. You are stepping into a corridor where help appears quickly. Quick help is not luck. It is alignment. Alignment attracts resources that used to hide. Let your boundaries be the quiet architecture of your day. Architecture holds the house in every season. Your house stands because your lines are true. You will notice that certain names no longer trigger anxiety. Anxiety was a landlord without a lease. You reclaim the space and the locks have changed. If travel tickets are involved, book them with calm and order. Calm sets the journey's tone before it begins. Ordered details keep energy for what matters at arrival. Your reputation has begun to move faster than your biography. Biography can wait while reputation opens doors. Doors open for consistent people, and you are consistent. Archangel Michael says the pathway ahead is clean enough for speed and safe enough for rest. Speed without safety exhausts, and rest without progress frustrates. You are blessed with both and will use both well. Listen to the pauses during the call as much as the words. Pauses give truth room to breathe. Truth that breathes stays strong. You will be asked what support you need to execute well. Answer honestly without shrinking. Honest needs invite honest supply. The offer given to you will match both your skill and your story. Mismatched offers used to tempt you. You do not accept missed assignments anymore. When the call ends, your room will feel larger. Larger rooms inside make larger rooms outside. Expansion starts inside and you have expanded. Make a short list of next steps and check them in a sane order. Sanity is a kind rhythm. Kind rhythms carry heavy loads without trauma. There is a rhythm to your new days that includes deep work and light breath. Deep work builds, light breath balances. Both keep you powerful and human. If a new title is spoken over you, let it sit on your shoulders for a moment. Shoulders learn by feeling weight. This weight is correct, and your body will adjust. You may feel a surge of energy followed by a steady calm. Surges are sparks and calm is the flame. You will keep the flame and use the heat. Reward yourself with something small and real. Small and real anchors big and new. Big and new loves anchored hearts. You are not stepping into chaos. You are stepping into choreography. Choreography looks like grace because it is rehearsed. You have rehearsed your grace. Archangel Michael says, honor your sleep as part of the assignment. Sleep organizes blessings in the background. Organized blessings last longer. You will start to speak about your future as if it is present. That is not arrogance. That is agreement. Agreement pulls tomorrow into today without straying. If someone from your past reaches out to make amends after hearing your news, accept or decline with clear kindness. Clear kindness protects the heart. Protection is wisdom, not fear. Your new lane will demand less proving and more providing. Proving drains, providing fueled. You will choose fuel every time. Keep the receipts of your growth in one place. Receipts remind you of real exchanges. Real exchanges build real confidence. Your inner peace will become the quiet backdrop of your work. Backdrops make subjects clear. You are clear. When you speak to teams, choose words that move things. Moving words build moving groups. Still words stall people who want to run. You will say no to urgency that is not yours. Other people's clocks do not rule your house. Your house runs on purpose time. If you are asked to mentor, teach from scars, not wounds. Scars carry wisdom. Wounds still bleed. Wisdom builds, bleeding drains. Archangel Michael says, your generosity will be strategic, not scatter. Strategic giving multiplies outcomes. Scattered giving evaporates energy. Choose tools that scale with your mission. Scalable tools save you from rebuilds. Rebuilds should be rare and chosen, not constant and forced. Your attention will become your most valuable currency. Spend it on aligned work and aligned people. Watch your returns grow. When feedback comes, separate signal from static. Signal helps you improve. Static asks you to abandon yourself and will be declined. You will learn to celebrate private wins with the same respect you give public ones. Private wins are foundations. Public wins are floors. Your courage will show up as consistency more than fireworks. Fireworks fade. Consistency compounds. Compounding builds empires. If envy tries to visit, let it walk past. Envy has nothing to say to a soul busy building. Building people rarely look sideways. You will plan your days around energy, not only around time. Time answers the clock. Energy answers the mission. Mission wins. Archangel Michael says, the call confirmed what heaven already stamped. Stamps mark ownership and passage. You have both. Let your wardrobe match your clarity. Clothes that fit your work remove friction. Friction steals minutes and mood. Your desk will become a map of your priorities. Keep only what serves the journey. Journeys get lighter as they get longer. You will find that people start offering you the right kind of help without being asked. Right help recognizes right direction. Direction is visible now. Place a small ritual at the end of each workday. Review, close, and bless the next start. Close loop, stop leakage. If you are given a platform, build stairs for others. Stairs are safer than ladders. Safe rises last longer. Your words will carry a tone that feels like solved problems. Solved problems create peace. Peace is persuasive. You will witness how one yes can clean up 10 old no's. Cleanups are quiet miracles. Miracles love tidy hearts. Archangel Michael says, growth will feel like room, not like pressure. Room allows breath. Breath allows brilliance. In the meetings to come, ask for clarity on outcomes and owners. Clear outcomes and owners prevent drift. Drift steals weeks. Write a one-page mission for this season and keep it visible. Visible missions resist distraction. Resistance protects momentum. You will meet people who mirror your discipline. Mirrors help fine-tune posture. Posture determines endurance. Your calendar will gain white space on purpose. White space is thinking room. Thinking room increases the quality of doing. You will trust your decisions faster because you have better inputs. Better inputs are the harvest of better boundaries. Better boundaries are the legacy of old lessons. Let gratitude be your quiet fuel, not your public performance. Quiet fuel burns longer. Long burn lights long roads. Archangel Michael says, your team present and future will feel safe under your steady hand. Safety unlocks excellence. Excellence becomes your norm. Handle new visibility with a slow, sure step. Slow and sure keeps the view enjoyable. Enjoyment is an asset, not a sin. You will design mornings that position you to win by noon. Winning by noon relaxes the afternoon. Relaxed afternoons produce better work. If conflict arises, address it early and cleanly. Early and clean prevents rot. Rot can't live in light. Keep a journal only for decisions and their outcomes. Patterns will reveal themselves. Patterns will make you wiser and faster. Your personal life will get better as your professional life gets clearer. Clarity stops unnecessary storms. Calm owns hold strong people. Archangel Michael says, your silence after a good move will speak loudly. Odd silence protects momentum from noise. Momentum prefers quiet streets. You will create a simple checklist for the day of important calls and meetings. Checklists remove luck from the process. Processes carry success on ordinary days. Choose one habit to drop that wastes your prime hours. Dropped weight increases speed. Speed used well increases impact. You will be asked to advise on matters that once overwhelmed you. They no longer do. Capacity has grown. Let your speech be warm and your boundaries be cool. Warm invites, cool protects. The mix keeps rooms healthy. Your numbers will start reflecting your nurture. Nurtured things grow. Growth shows on spreadsheets and faces. Archangel Michael says, you will stop apologizing for taking up the space your calling requires. Required space is not greed. It is stewardship. Practice finishing tasks, not just starting them. Finishing builds trust with yourself. Self-worth is the engine of sustained success. When you are praised, pour some of the light onto your team. Shared light multiplies. Multiplied light reaches farther. If you stumble, recover with a smile and a note. Recovery is a muscle. Your muscle is strong. You will archive the old scripts of scarcity. Scarcity was a tutor, not a friend. The tutoring is complete. Your confidence will become quiet and settled. Settled confidence reads like peace. Peace reads like authority. Archangel Michael says, the river carrying you is deep and navigated. You are not guessing your way forward. You are guided and prepared. Pick one tradition that keeps you human while you grow. Calls to a friend, walks at sunset, cooking on Sundays. Human traditions hold your heart. It has held heavy crowns will. You will notice you no longer measure yourself against timelines that were never yours. Your clock is custom. Custom clocks keep perfect time. Let the new room teach you new language without making you forget your own. Both times have value. Bilingual souls bridge worlds. You will learn to move from decision to delivery faster. Delivery is where value arrives. Value is your new signature. Archangel Michael